Okay, let's go with the heresy. Let's continue the heresy. Last time, yeah, we were on Wh40k. We killed Falek, Orselio, and we got Cassia. And we need to level her up from level 3. So let's go very quickly. Very quickly. 10% additional damage from any source warp damage. Diminished damage stacks for each hit inflicted by the navigator. This effect stacks up to 5 times. Okay, thank you. More features. Heroic act that ally gains temporary wounds equal to 10% of the maximum wounds plus 5. Officer's ability is increased by 3, the range of voice of command is increased by 6. Thank you. Let's go with fellowship. The officer encourages an ally who immediately recovers from burning, bleeding, toxin and stun effects. We also gain 10 temporary wounds. Or increase an ally resolve by 4. If the target is under the effect of voice of command, they will start their next turn with 1 additional action point. Although... that's a hard one. Because this is removing negative effects, and this gives me 1 action point. And sometimes I need action points. I hope I'm gonna get this in next levels. Talents, special abilities, talents, available abilities. So 5 levels. Okay. I will take it. 1 additional action point. Do you have anything else? This is universal features, support features, offensive features. Enemies affected by Navigator's power suffer stacking 10 penalty to the next resistance test. Removed by the Navigator's power suffer 3 damage at the end of the movement. This damage is increased by 1 for every cell the enemy moves. That's cool. Fails resistant test against Navigator's power. Attacks against them gain 30% critical hit chance. Ooh. 1 additional damage for every 5 bonus characteristic of the Navigator's currently equipped staff. Castigating, infusing, and devastating count as characteristics for this talent. Additional 5 damage from all attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. Oh, nice. Armor reduced by 10. This reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of the Navigator's staff. Perilous ways. Yeah, perilous ways will be great. And please, tell me you can move those people. All creatures in cone. Oh, I don't have this ability yet. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have 6 people. So we are ready, almost ready to go. I need to loot them first. Loot some people. Yes, please. Multi-key. That's cool. Five to hit chance, 3 to critical hit chance. Whoa, that's cool. That shot stop revolver. That is cool. Roselio Guardian. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon and ballistic skill is reduced by 5 for 2 rounds, stack up to 6 times. And those armors, 15%, nah. Let's move them to here, to cargo. More bodies. 6, 8, 6, 8, 10, 15. I have 10, 16 and 14, 20. So, yeah. But I should give this gun to her. Although do I really need it? You just have this? Wait. Oh. There's still loot. There's loot in here? Where? Wait. What? Oh. Oh, yeah. I threw it up.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Threw it out. But in here there is a loot. How can I get there? Oh, there is a dead body. Let's check it.
Never doubt me. Onward.
Let us check it.
The world will bow.
Reload warp. Nice. Hey. Where is all my loot? What? What the hell? What the hell happened? It just disappeared? Oh no. Okay. Let's equip those. Free lore warp. I don't need this. 5 hit to chance, 5 critical hit to chance. She maybe? 10 or more stacks of blood, they gain 1 resolve. Nope. He doesn't need one. Grants its wearer immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds. So yeah, I will change it for this. Oh, you looks cool with that. Every time the wearer deals damage, does Adeptus Astartes. Okay. Ranged or melee weapons, as well as from the abilities is calculated in the same way. Okay, okay, so I will give this to her. She will move them around a lot. And okay. She will move people around a lot, and I will stack with it those bonuses.
Unexpected result.
Okay, let's find out what it is with this void ship. No, don't collect it. I don't want to collect that. I want to move on. To leave the location, collect the remaining trophies. Okay. So right now probably I will have to speak with Cassia. Another pain in the ass. Yep. Analyzing external hardware. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communication ritual. But if Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first, your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Foxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. This bish. I welcomed you aboard my vessel, and you starting to act. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What did you wish to speak about? Before I began the ritual, I wish to look once again into your eyes, into the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Urak 5 long before we ever met. It truly is you, Oscar. The person the whole Expanse and Calixis sector are talking about, and now a rogue trader as well. After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. And for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but not red. And the funny thing is, if I would use those artifacts that I found on Urak 5 in this weird machine, it would create the red paint for her. I don't know if we could use it later on in the game, but why? And this is the only thing that we would make in this machine. Why are you asking for those items? Now it's not time to indulge painting. Tell me more about what the ritual entails. I doubt the unitated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House Orsario ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hand as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orsario never lose their course. Why do you refuse the red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of the Navis Nobility is sacred, and so is more suitable for the communion ritual. I shall ensure that all the necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Cassia nods in thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Yeah, we saw it on Iraq 5. We almost killed everyone. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. And may the Emperor's light help us all. Yeah, please not kill us. Please try not to kill us. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis pick up the susurration of cloths, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard. Then the stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whispers of brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and amber shadows spinning over the surface in a fairy dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yawns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her, no, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. God damn it, what the hell is wrong with my eye? The Voxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator's levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator's before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. 5 lashes for this show of clumsiness. Leave the navigators undisturbed. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. Ouch. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Cola. What the hell is wrong with my eye? Stop drooling, please. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperors as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush, only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station Uruk 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruption affecting Uruk 5 twisted the bodies and mind of its attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia thanked the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull. I'm sorry for a moment. My cat just woke up my kid. Okay. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engineer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest, which I will find in Riket Minoris. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrichs van Kallax, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not at Urak 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any further plans. Thank you, Victus. This will be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain? Yes, it pleases me. Okay. Let's go to this void astropathic station. Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officers' decks. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom. Where initiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. Okay, with pleasure. Please be voice acted.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
The Lady Navigator is engrossed in pursuing the duty tomes, the dusty tomes, the dusty tomes, which appear to have been neglected by the other officers. Be it because of sloth or dullness of mind, when you walk closer, Cassia looks up at you, starts, and hides a weathered book behind her back.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
Are you satisfied with your new attendance?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern.
Perception test succeeded. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment of her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of the navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is clear that she does not feel comfortable aboard a ship teeming with new people. Ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility.
I'm gonna unalive my cats.
But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting.
Shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest